In the beginning of the story, we are shown two buses on the way. In that bus, there are many female students, all of whom are going to their classes. One of them's name was Mitsuko, who looked very pretty. She was writing something in her notebook. Then her friends ask her, "Do you keep writing all the time? What will you get by making such notes? Look here, everyone is enjoying. Why don't you do it too?" Saying this, her friend snatches her notebook, and her pen falls down. And as soon as she bends down to pick up her pen, we see that at that time, something comes very fast. And with those girls, it cuts both the buses in half, because of which all the girls are cut into two parts. With this, as soon as Mitsuko gets up, she is very surprised to see what happened. Now, because she had bent down to get the pen, that's why she was saved. Seeing this, she gets very scared and gets off the bus and starts running. Here we find out that the thing that was going to cut all of them was nothing else, but the wind that was cutting everyone. This wind now follows Mitsuko too. Seeing this, Mitsuko starts running very fast. While running, she sees four more girls ahead of her, and she tells them to bend down. But it was too late. That wind also cuts them in half and leaves. But among them, Mitsuko had saved a girl. That's when she sees some girls cycling, who were going somewhere. She also tries to save them, but that wind does the same to them that just happened to their friends. And in the meantime, that girl is also killed, who had just been saved from that invisible thing. Now she gets very scared seeing this, and she starts running here and there. Later we see that when Mitsuko goes to a river, she is surprised to see that there were already a lot of dead bodies lying in that river that the wind had cut, that is, that invisible thing had cut. From there, she takes a dead body's clothes and changes them. In the next scene, we see that Mitsuko has reached a school while walking where there were many other female students. Their uniform was quite different from Mitsuko's uniform, which also meant that she was not a student of their school. That's when a girl comes to Mitsuko and asks her, "How are you?" Actually, that girl was her best friend. But Mitsuko asked her, "Are you really my best friend?" Because she didn't understand what was happening to her. She was in a lot of shock. Here we also know that Mitsuko and her best friend love each other very much. That's when the strong wind blows there. And Mitsuko gets scared and goes inside the building. Her best friend didn't understand what was happening. She asked Mitsuko, "Why are you shivering so much and why are you so scared? What happened to you?" Then Mitsuko tells her best friend how a gust of wind came and cut all the students. Hearing this, her friend takes her to the window and takes her hand out and says, "Look, this is just the wind and nothing else." Here Mitsuko's heart is at peace, and she feels that maybe this could be my dream. After which Mitsuko's best friend takes her two other friends and makes a plan to close the class. As soon as they are about to leave the four classes, her teacher comes there and sees them, but they all run away from there. As they run away, they come to a lake. There Mitsuko's best friend tells her two friends about her dream. Then one of them says that maybe this is true. It's like a mirror world where there is an opposite from this world. Or by saying this, she throws a stone in the pond and says, "Look, I have thrown a stone here, but maybe in the other world I have not done this." Then suddenly a crocodile comes out of the pond and eats a girl. Then the girl says, "Look, I told you, what happens in this world does not happen in that world, and what is happening in that world cannot happen in this world." So the crocodile has eaten her in the same world. And look here, this is absolutely safe. Near the same lake, a bed is visible. These four start playing with the pillow from that bed. That's when we see two girls looking at them from a distance. One of the two girls was a bridal, because these two girls had married each other. After which one of them tells that we have to do something that is impossible in that world because our fate has already been written, but we can also change it. After which all these girls come back to their school and go to the class to take the next lecture. That's when she sees Mitsu. She has a pillow lying next to her. Now, as soon as she bows down to pick up this pillow, that's when her teacher starts firing with a gun in the whole class. And as soon as Mitsu picks up that pillow and looks up, all the girls in her class are killed. And here she is saved again, as if she had been saved in her dreams last time. Mitsuko's teacher comes to her and says, "How did you dare to close this class? You are also going to die." That's when two more girls come here and try to save Mitsuko and run away. But another teacher comes there and kills both the girls. Now all the students who were saved, Mitsuko starts running away with them. But all the teachers in the school start firing at all the girls. Now here during the firing, As soon as all the girls come out of there, the wind cuts them off. Now Mitsuko is left alone here again, and she runs away from there and goes to the police station. She starts telling everything there. After hearing this, the police girl says to her, "But you are not wearing school clothes." And when she puts a mirror in front of her, then Mitsuko sees in that mirror that she has suddenly changed, and people were calling her not by the name of Mitsuko, but by some other name. Here we know that she was about to get married. Then the same police officer takes her to her wedding. Seeing this, the people around were congratulating her. Now, as soon as they all take her to church, Mitsuko's best friend is also there. Mitsuko asks him, "What's going on with me?" Then her friend tells her to be quiet now. "We are still under someone's control. Just do as I say." And while saying this, she puts on her wedding dress and tells her to go there. Now, as soon as she moves forward for her marriage ceremony, all the girls there start making fun of her. Seeing this, her best friend starts hitting everyone one by one. Then as soon as Mitsuko moves forward, a coffin is seen. When that coffin is opened, a big pig comes out. Mitsuko gets very scared when she sees him and attacks him with a broken bottle. After which, Mitsuko and her best friend run out of the church. Here, two girls try to stop them, but Mitsuko's best friend kills them and runs away. There, Mitsuko was running to the other side because now she felt that something was going wrong with her. When she goes ahead, she sees herself in another mirror, and she can change herself again. Now, where Mitsuko was, she was racing there when some girls came to her and told her that "You are a very good racer. Why are you standing? Why aren't you running?" And when she starts running, she starts feeling a lot of energy in herself. After which, Mitsuko starts trying to win the race. While running, she also sees her dead friends who had been killed in her school a while ago. At the same time, her best friend also comes. Then they both notice that the same pig and the women who were stopping them in the church were all coming to them. While running, some girls tell Mitsuko to get out of this world. Then we see that Mitsuko comes to a deserted, dark place while running. There are some students there who were wearing uniforms. All those girls tell Mitsuko that "We are all dead and we will kill you too." But then Mitsuko's best friend comes there and kills that girl and takes Mitsuko away from there. Mitsuko's best friend tells her to shout her name loudly, to which Mitsuko starts shouting her name loudly. With this, Mitsuko returns to her real form. Her best friend shows her her hand and tells her to pull out the wire in her hand so that she can leave this world. But Mitsuko was afraid that pulling the wire would kill her. And because Mitsuko loved her best friend very much, she did not want to do this. But by forcing her more, she pulls the wire. As soon as she pulls the wire, her best friend's body is divided into two parts, and at the same time she sees a gate. When she comes out of that door, she sees that she has now come into the world of men. There were also her posters there. Some boys were looking at the poster. Then a boy comes to Mitsuko and says that "You are in the future." As soon as she hears this, she becomes unconscious. After a while, when she comes to her senses, she moves on. Then she sees that an old man is playing the game, and in the same game, Mitsuko sees the same character that is made now. As soon as she sees Mitsuko, the old man says that "I have made this game, and I am the one who is controlling you people. You were killed a long time ago, but I took your DNA and made you again." When Mitsuko hears this and finds out that this is a game, she thinks that maybe I can still go to my world. At the same time, a man comes and calls Mitsuko to himself. Then that old man tells Mitsuko to complete her last level. She starts moving forward, and then Mitsuko remembers what her friend said, that if we do something in this world that is impossible in the other world, then you will come out of this game. And with this, she strangles this man and says, "Stop playing with us." Saying this, Mitsuko picks up the old man's cane and puts it in her stomach, causing her to die. And here we see that the old man could not even think that Mitsu could do something like this. And with this, her destiny completely changes. She was dead in this world, that is, in the game, but she was still alive in the real world. We are also shown that the other characters of Mitsuko also killed themselves for some reason, and now they were not part of this game. In the next scene, we are shown taking Mitsuko to a snowy place, and now she had come to her real world. And with this mind-blowing story ends here. To see more such explanation movies, don't forget to write next in the comment. Thanks for watching.